Welcome everybody to Let's Get Skilled Academy, and this is our first video of our YouTube build series, and we're going to be using technologies such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now, in this video, we're going to be focusing on the markup of our header section. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. So yeah guys, as you can see, I opened up my web browser and I'm currently using Opera. You can use any browser of your choice, but I just prefer using Opera for my development. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go over to create repo, and then what you can do is go to HTML, CSS, JavaScript, auto refresh. Now you want to give your site a title. I'm gonna call it YouTube clone, and then I'm gonna press create repo. Okay, super. So as you guys can see, it actually loaded. But what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to press Control and Enter for our server to run, because it might take a little bit of time for the server to actually start running. So as you see that we have a web view popping up, you can close the console and the cell tab. Now what I want you guys to do is I want you to delete everything that's inside of the body tags except the script tags. The reason why I'm saying do not delete the script tags is because the script tag is used for the auto refresh, which is very helpful, especially for us creating a website. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make the web view a little bit smaller, and then I want to actually make this bigger for you guys so that you guys can actually see. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so first things first, let's give our site a title. So it will be YouTube clone, and because we're gonna use external fonts, I want you guys to go over to the Google font site and head over to the fonts, and I want you to click on Roboto because this is the font that we're gonna be using. Then the fonts that we will be using, we're gonna be using the regular 400, medium 500, and bold 700. And then what you can do is you can just copy this link here, head over to our index.html and paste it above your style.css link. Super. So now just let's look at our clone that we actually want to build and inspect what we're gonna do. So our main goal is to create this header section. And what we're gonna do is, as you guys can see, we have a start, right? We have a start, we have a center, and we have an end. So that's exactly what we're gonna do in our index.html. So let's head over to our index.html and start coding. So okay, so let's create a div. and we're gonna call the div. We're gonna give a class container, and inside of the container, we wanna create a header section. Okay, so we're gonna create a header section. Let's go over to our clone quick. So we're gonna create a header section, and then we're gonna have separate divs, which is gonna be the start, center, and end. So okay, let's do that. So we're gonna have a div, the class of start, close the div, and then in the start we're gonna um, have a menu button, and we're gonna have the logo. So to get the menu button, you can go to the Google Font site, and then by icons, just click on icons. So let's look if we have a menu. Okay, yeah. So we do have a menu icon here. I want you to, so what I want you guys to do now is I want you to copy this link tag, go over to your index.html and paste it above your style.css link. And what you can do now is you can just go over to the Google font site and copy the span tag. So now we can use it in our website. And then we're gonna paste it between our start div. Okay, super. Now what we're gonna do is we wanna add the logo. Yeah, that's correct. We're gonna add the logo. So I will leave the link of the files in the description, so you guys can find all of the files there. I'm gonna link it in the description. So what we're gonna create, we're gonna just say we're gonna create another div with a class um, YT logo, and then we're gonna create an int stack in it. And so what I did was I hosted the site on Netlify. I hosted my clone on Netlify. I'm gonna show it to you guys later in the series, and copied the URL, but you guys can get it in the description. So we can go over to the index by the source and paste it. That's super. If I press Control and S, it's supposed to save. Okay, while it is still running, the server is still booting up, we can create the center. So we can create the center div. Um, in the center div, we're gonna have the search input, and then we're gonna have a search button. And I think it will be the mic as well. Let's check quick. So as you can see, we're gonna have the search input, the button, and then we're gonna have the mic. Okay, so that is what we're gonna create now. So in the center, we're gonna say div class search, and in the search div, let's create another div class and say search input. And then we can create input tag with the type text placeholder of search. Just a self-closing tag. Super. So now what we want to do is we want to create a search button, and we can just use the button tag. And I think I'm going to give it a class name of search button for the styling. Then we close the button tag, and inside of it is an icon. Let's look at the clone quick. Yeah, there's an icon, and let's see if we can get. Oh, here's the icon, and now we can just copy the span tag and paste it inside of our button tags. Save, and what do I want to do now? Let's refresh this so that see if it's still not working. Span tag button, and think we need the mic as well. So we're gonna create the mic. So I have to, and then we're gonna create the mic here. Okay. Of class, it's gonna be search mic. And inside of the div mic, search mic, we have to look for a symbol. Oh, can't we just type mic in here? See if it's coming up. Okay, yeah, here's it. The first one, and then just copy that span tag, hit over, paste. And I think that will be the end of the center, and now we can just now create the end class. So that's the center, right? Now let's create the end of class. End. Close the div, and let's look what is inside of it. We have so we have this settings menu here, and then we have a login, a sign in button here. Okay, so so we're gonna execute it by saying if we want to create the settings one first, settings button plus settings, this menu. And then inside of, okay, so now we just need to get that icon. What do you say, menu? Menu. See it's gonna pop up. Maybe it's at oh, it's first. You move it, yeah, nice. And then we can just copy the tag and paste it inside of settings menu. And now what we then want to do is we want to create this here button here. So we're gonna say create another div, the class name of sign in, btn button, and then what, let's look at it again. Okay, so we have another icon here. Let's go get that icon quick. What is that? Just type in sign in. See what are we gonna get? Oh, there's no icon sign. Oh, maybe person. Yeah, account. So it's account circle. And then just copy that. It over. Paste. And now we then want to create the sign-in text that's here. We want to create the sign-in text that's there. So we're gonna say div. Oh, you know what? Let's leave the div and just create the span tag. Create the span tag, and then we're just gonna say sign in. Sign in like that. And we're gonna give it a class of sign in text. Sorry. Sign in text. And I think that concludes it. So now we just need to see if it can actually run. We save. This thing is still not working. Checking the connection. Check the proxy firewall. Maybe if I close this. Maybe if I close the tab and then stop and run the server again. Let's see if it's gonna work then. The console is running. The web view is running. We just want the required output for now. And then maybe put it in a new tab so that we can see it better. But one thing that I've noticed is that it takes a while for the server to actually boot up. Okay, it's a good sign. Okay, that looks positive. And there we go. Nice. So it's actually booting up. Okay. So yeah, guys, that is the markup for the header section. So in the next video, we will be doing the CSS and the styling of our header section. So yeah, guys. After creating the HTML for our header section, in the next video, we're going to be styling our header section with CSS. Don't forget to subscribe. You guys get notified whenever we upload to the series. And if you want to go to a certain section of our YouTube clone build, you can click on the playlist.